if you're curious why your home didn't sell, let's explain some of the facts of what happened to make that happen. So today I'm with
Kole Bartos with the Bartos Group.
And I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premier Plus Realty. And, Kole, talk about what Realtor.com said in the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. If you take a look at this slide, you can see since 21, the average days of market have increased. So back in 21, they were at 43. And what do we have in 21? That was right after a pandemic. And now in 24, we're up. It's creeped up higher and higher and higher. We're at 58. And this is nationally.
And we'll go through our numbers here locally, but 58 still not bad. What about inventory? What's happened to that?
Right. This is also from Realtor.com. They've said, and they've pulled this from all of their sources. In 21, we had 560,000 roughly active listings on the market. And now in 24, we've got just under 1 million, 950 some odd listings active. So inventory has also risen.
Yep. And then last but not least, what happened with sales?
Sales have come down. It's been the lowest number of sales in 35 years in real estate. So inventory's increased, your average days have increased, and your sales have come down.
Equals home didn't sell. Now, some of the reasons a home didn't sell isn't necessarily the home.
Or the price.
It could have been the exposure, but it could be the price. I know we've had some that have sat on the market a little bit longer than we'd like them to. It could have just been the circumstances and how the consumer, came in and saw the home. Maybe it wasn't staged. Maybe, there's a lot of reasons why a good home doesn't sell. But now that it didn't sell, what next, right? Do you relist with your current agent? That's option one.
Right.
What's option two?
Well, you can relist with a new agent. You can understand a different strategy because there's different agents and different strategies around listing your home, but you want to partner with the right agent.
That's right. Taking it off the market, I wouldn't really recommend that right now, would you, in going into high season?
No, not especially down here in Southwest Florida. We are in a time where I'm super bullish on where the market's going to be, and buyers are here in town. It's cold up north. So
for sure is that. Or try to do it on your own, and quite honestly, not many homes sell with people trying to do it on their own. There's a lot of reasons why they don't succeed, but at the end of the day, usually they sell it to somebody they know.
Right.
4% out of the 6% that sell, they knew them.
Right. And it's a full-time job. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to do it on your own.
So let's talk about our market. The current market is really a buyer's market. We're sitting around 8.2 months of inventory.
Right.
Okay. When I started, it was 9 months. You were in 17. You said it was also 9 months. And that time they kind of blurred in those years for me.
Right. Roughly.
Yeah. Now it's 8.2 months. So not far off of that, right? Buyer's market.
Far.
And then when you start to look at months of inventory as it breaks down by market, the biggest market is Marco, 8.8 months. So,
but as you look at it increasing year over year, it's only increased 6% over the last year. So 6% of an increase in months of inventory, but the sales have come down. So that means that buyers are still here and buying.
Right, exactly. Days on market, the median days, talk about that a little bit.
Well, you can see there on Marco, it's increased 15%. They kind of jumped down with the tickers, but I look at these stats here and I see, based on what type of market you're in, whether you're in a primary market or, a secondary market like Marco is, that's increased up to 95 days. Overall in Naples and Cape Coral and Fort Myers, you're down around the 60 mark. So 2 months or so. And this is, given that you're in the median price perceived value.
Right. Exactly. Now, interesting enough, homes for sale. Kole, we always talk about the biggest months for homes for sale are October, January, and March, because we get people putting them on at those times. We had a little thing called an election. Kind of pushed everybody back. So we are seeing more homes for sale. We're starting to ride that now, where they came up where we'd normally see that in October.
Right. And people push back from those timing, and now we're coming into our quote unquote season. into the new year. And I think people are really excited because one, they have more certainty, and two, they're ready to do it here in a new year and a new time and a new political cycle, whatever you want to call it. They understand what the next 4 years are going to look like.
Last but not least, we got to talk about pending sales, and I'm super bullish on this, as are you. After the election, boom, pending sales went up. So if you look at, the last 12 months, they're up. But when you look at the tick that goes from October to November, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's super cool to see this. And I think it's not on this slide, but I'll share another stat. Nationally, what we've seen, and this is from Realtor.com and these other online sites that they're looking at, National Board of Realtors, typically we're about 50% of offers written are accepted. Right now we're at 75. And that means that buyers are more serious about buying because they understand the market conditions, and sellers are open to negotiating those terms. So
I love that. So, if your home was on the market and it didn't sell, we talked about 4 things you can do. You can relist with your current agent. You can interview a new agent. We'd love to be that agent interview. You can take it off the market. Not something we'd recommend, or try it on your own. Small percentage of those are successful. But you have some choices. So here at the Bartos Group, we'd love to talk to you about that and give you an opinion. Again, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group.
And I'm Kole Bartos. And again, we'd love to give you an option and show you what the best course of action would be.